kindergarten, and welcome back to week number 2 in February for art. And today we're going to play around with some paper and we're going to make a really cool little snake. And the reason why I want to show you this snake is because this is a little art technique that I used to love doing when I was a kid, and I want to share it with you. So what you'll need is 4 pieces of paper. Now I happen to be using 2 red and 2 orange, but if you're at home and you have white paper, that's fine too. The reason why I'm using colored paper is just to kind of help you see it better on my camera, okay? So if you notice, the 4 strips of paper have to be the same width, okay? So you might want to get an adult to help you cut the strips, and I just used a ruler and measured, okay? But you can just use the edge of a book to create a straight line, and when you're done, cut them and get 4 strips that are nice and long and that they're the same width, okay? So what I want to do now is I'm going to very carefully take some glue, and I'm going to glue the 2 red ones together so it becomes a super long strip. And I'm going to glue the 2 orange ones together. Now again, if you're using paper from home and they're white, that's okay. Again, I just want to show you on camera using the 2 different colors. So when I pick this up, I now have really long strips of paper. Okay, so what I want you to do now is you're going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the end of one of the strips, and you're going to glue the other strip to it, but instead of gluing it to make it longer, you're going to turn it sideways so it looks like a corner or a letter L. See the letter L? Let me back up there. Okay, so glue that together so you have a letter L or a corner. All right? So now, once you have that, I'm going to back up a little bit. I think I might even stand up for this to show you. You're going to crisscross the construction paper, okay? So if I look at my paper, my red one is on top. So to play the game, I want to take the orange one and flip it over it. Now I have to get the red one back on top, so he has to get flipped up. Now the orange one has to go over. And now the red one has to go down. Now the orange one has to go over. Now the red one has to go up. So my red one is always moving up and down, and my orange one is always moving side to side. And once you get the hang of this, you will go much faster, and you want to try to keep this as neat as you can, okay? And you'll notice it gets easier because the paper starts getting shorter and shorter, and I'm just flip-flopping. Orange goes side to side, red goes up and down, and when I'm done, I wonder which one will be left. Oh, I think the red one wins. The red one's on top. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to close this. See what I did? I just kind of crushed them all together. All right, and I'm going to take a little bit of glue, put it just on the top and close up the red one. And, okay, I'm giving it a few seconds for that glue to sit in there. And I think what I'm going to do too is I have some overhang, I'm going to call that. Overhang is when the pieces don't quite cover, or it is a square, but there's some overhang. So I'm just going to trim off those little pieces, because now watch, you ready? When I let this go, look at this really cool three-dimensional shape that I was able to create. I believe this is called a Jacob's Ladder in art. And now what I can do is I can make this into a little lizard, or a little fish, or a snake, or a bird, or a beak, or a nose. So I think I'm going to take an extra piece of my construction paper here. And I'm going to make my head of my snake orange, because I'm going to make a snake. Just trim it. And by the way, your pictures that you guys are sending me of all of your beautiful snow sculptures are just beautiful. I'm seeing them on Seesaw. So keep up the great work and keep sending me pictures. And you guys did such... Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, I'm talking here. I want to take my little head, which looks like a little letter U, and I'm just going to stick it to the front. And just bend it. Look, now he has a little head. Isn't that cute? And I think I'll take my marker, put some little snaky eyes. Oh, and you know what? I used the red for his body. Oh, he could be a little inchworm if I did it in green. That would be kind of fun, right? And I think I'm gonna make, how about, every snake has to have a little tongue. Because I believe that's how snakes smell, is with their tongue. Isn't that great? So look at that. Oh, he even bounces a little. So just by taking a couple strips of paper, I can make endless little animals in art. Okay, so give it a try. I know it seems a little confusing at first, but once you start, you're never going to want to stop this because it's so much fun. You can connect them and make your snake really long or your project really long. And you can come up with 1,000 different things that this can be. Okay, so I'd love to see what you're making. You can always send me a picture in Seesaw like you've been doing, or I will be working with you in class, and let's get creating. So have fun, boys and girls, and I'll see you next week. And we're going to be in project number 3 for February. I can't believe it. I'll talk to you soon, boys and girls. Bye.